Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I will continue modeling and fixing some topology issues. So we have this great 3D model for our cap, also as modeled previously. As you can see what you have here, just this great 3D model. So let's continue to fix topology and to remove some shading issues and some pinching and stretch topology. So let's move on. Hit tab key to switch to edit mode. So let's just zoom in. You may notice that we have some pinching issues over there. We can see that we have some pinching issues over here, and also I think some issues, some pinching, we have some pinching and stretching in the topology. So how can we fix that? Let's enable the subdivision surface modifier as shown here. Click on this screen. Go back to let's orbit around. Zoom in just a bit in order to verify and to check if distribution of the vertices and faces is good or not. As you can see here, we have fixed some parts in this cap. So let me show you how to fix the topology, also what we need to switch to this mode cap in order to see the flow of the light over this cap. So as you can see here, I think we have some edges are coming out. So let's click on Alt and S after selecting, for example. So let's try to fix this part. Shift, then try to select this part. This is so stretched is coming out, as you can see here. When making the light is going to flow over this cap. So let's just to shrink it using the Alt S, just a tiny bit to make it so good. I think this will be fine with the topology. We have also some stretched parts like this over these edges. Let me select these edges. To the bottom. Also, we need to, using the shortcut Alt S, just to drag it just a tiny bit. I think this will be so fine. So later I will fill these faces in order to continue fixing the topology. Also, as you can see here. Let's turn off the viewport. So as you can see, I think the topology is so good for this cap. Also for the bottom and the base of this cap. So let's continue studying the topology. As you can see here, we have in this part over here, it's a nice topology. So let me show you. Also, the light is going to flow over the surface of this cap with a nice and a good manner. Also, we have some pinching, I think, over there. Switch to vertex selection mode. We need to hit Alt S just a tiny bit to make it going to be to be pulled out. I think this will be so fine until doing all these changes for the scalp. Also, let me see if we have other issues. I'm going to also doing some adjustment and removing the bad parts of the topology or trying to edit them. Also, we have some bad topology over this part. As you can see, we have this edge is going out. So let's toggle to X-ray mode. Try firstly to select it in order not to be confused with some parts. So hit the vertex selection mode, then select this and select this to vertex. You can't delete those edges. Also, we have another issue over there. Delete these two edges. This because I tried to apply certify modifier for all the duplicated parts. You don't need to apply it for the modeled parts like this handle. Something was duplicated and previously I can't explain if you have. So let me delete these two edges. And make sure that we have a nice topology for this cap. Also, all we need now just to making these loops very clean and nicely modeled. Also, I think we have some other issues over there. So let me select, hold down the shift key, then select this edges as shown here. Let me try to select all these edges to the top of to the bottom of this cap. Hit Alt S just and drag tiny bit to make it I think this will be so fine. The topology and distribution of the vertices and the elements that make your 3D model depend on your preliminary or depending on your primary modeling, because if you have an issues in the first modeling, you need to repeat or you need to make sure that you have created the best and the nice shape with a good topology without making any other issues. So let me show you also what we need there. I think this topology is good. Just orbit around to see if we have any other issues. So let me fill these faces. I will continue filling these faces because we need to make this topology good. So hit F to fill. Also we need to do it for all these faces. Hit F. Just I want to tell you, if you have some inner or internal faces in between these two edges, these to the wall, also we need to delete the internal faces like in this case. So let me show you. Toggle to X-ray. Some faces in between the handle, also the inner parts of these loops, we have another face you have to delete the internal faces because this will make some shading issues. So after fixing the topology of some parts of the scalp, the handle, the base, the body of the scalp, we need to orbit around if we have noticed some bad topology over there, as shown here. Also, we need, for example, in this case, have some issues, some parts over there. So let's fix these issues. Just tiny bit. Alt S, then drag, just a little bit like this. I think this will be fine with this cap. We have also some shading, some stretched part. Alt S. I think this will be so good also for this vertex. Also Alt S. Just drag it like this to fit this curve, to fit this circle, as shown here. So let's add some topology in the inner part for this cap. So we need to add the some faces over here. Just selecting Alt S to select this edge loop. Ctrl Z to undo. Ctrl F to just add in. It failed. It said that the loops are not connected by wire boundary edges. Just I'm gonna be using the extrude tool. When extruding these vertices to make faces, we have noticed this issue due to the shading issues, and this is due to the bad normals. You should recalculate normals. A to select all, then Shift N to recalculate normals outside. So what we need now, let me select this loop of vertices. Ctrl F, then grid fill. You need to hit C to select all these vertices of the bottom part. Then just hit H to hide it. So let's select this loop and the circle to grab it along the Z axis. Hit C. Just make it bigger to select it quickly. So we need to select this internal part at the center, like this. Hit escape. Then grab it along the Z axis. Toggle to X-ray in order to then hit 1 on the numpad. For the front view, let's try to grab it along the Z axis, just like this. because the inner part as shown here, we have the bottom part as shown here is distant from this part, far from this part. I think this is so good. So let's toggle to the solid mode. As shown here, we have created this grid shape for the cap. We need to add some lobe cuts over there. Ctrl R to add some lobe cuts. Ctrl R. Just drag it a tiny bit close to this edge. Let's enable subdivision surface modifier as shown here. We need to hit A to select everything, then Shift N to recalculate normals, and to merge by distance. We have just 4 vertices were merged as shown here. So I think the topology will be so good. Enable subdivision surface modifier. Here we have some shading issues, I think. The shading issues are due to adding some vertices like this, and we have another mistake when modeling, just to make sure that you don't this mistake. Also, we need to dissolve these vertices like this. Select this vertex, then Ctrl X to dissolve it. Select these 2 vertices, then G to join. Also, we need to dissolve this vertex, Ctrl X. So let's make sure that we have no other single vertices like this. Ctrl X to dissolve, Ctrl X. Also, we need to join these 2 vertices like this, hit G key. So if you have no other single vertices, you should Alt then select this loop. Ctrl F, grid fill. I think it will be so good when applying subdivision surface modifier. Ctrl Z to undo. You should make change, decrease, increase the span in order to make which topology is the best and the good for you. And finally, we have fixed the bad topology and removing stretching and the pinching as shown here, and we have this great model for our cap. Wait for the results of rendering in other new tutorials. Thanks for watching.